Hi, I'm Sangu, and today we're going to be testing out our shoes in the builder. So if you go ahead and open your browser and go to decentraland.org, click on builder. So then go to the collections tab. You want to create a new collection, so press this red plus here, new collection. And then once you created that, you can add an item. So we're going to click add, and we're going to look for that file that we just made. So for the shoes, you can use both body shapes for one model, because there's no difference between the ankle size or shape of the male and female. It's only when you're doing upper and lower when you would definitely need a separate model for your male and female. But if you did want, say, a more feminine design for the female version for your shoes, then that's completely possible as long as everything fits within the limits. So if you've got one model, that whole model can take up the whole 2 megabytes. If you had two models, then you're obviously sharing that same space of 2 megabytes between those two models. So here we're going to use both rarity. I set that to epic. Category will be feet. Click create. Now we go edit, and we can see it in the builder. So these are the shoes being worn. As you can see, there's a bit of clipping on the back, so that needs to be sorted out. And if you click this person icon here, you can change the body shape to male and see how they look. So to look at them actually in world, to have a true representation of what they'll look like, what you want to do is click this arrow backwards, and again on the 3 arrows, select your collection, and then on these 3 red dots, click there and go see in world. You're going to have to change your MetaMask over to a different network. Now we use Go Early, if that's how you pronounce it. So select that and then refresh the page, and let that load up. Take a little while sometimes. There we go, now we're in the test area. We can press I to see our inventory. And here, top left, we can see our item. So select that. So we can see some clipping on the tongue with these pair of trousers. So it's best to test through a load of different pair of trousers just to see how many it's clipping with. Because if it's only clipping with one or two and it works with the majority, then you can get away with that. But if it's clipping with all of them, like this one's, the right shoe's clipping a bit, and at the back it's clipping as well. So I can see on a few of the trousers it's clipping, so I'm going to have to amend these to make it not clip. And another trick is, if your collection has gone, if you just go on link wearables and click ignore me, and that should load it back in. So there you go, it's reappeared now. Alright, let's check it with the female representation as well. As you go body, select the female, and then back to collectibles, and select the shoe again. Seems to be working alright. So let's check some more trousers. Yeah, a tiny bit clipping on the back again. So now we've seen that, we know we need to make the actual opening of the shoe a bit wider so it doesn't clip on so many of the trousers. So we can go back and adjust that in Blender. So what we can do is we select these edges here, and then press O for proportional editing, G to grab, and pull it out the back a bit, like that. You can also do that for the side as well. And the tongue could probably come a bit forward a little bit as well. So face select by pressing 3. Grab again. Bring the Y out. Make sure the shape still makes sense, and then we're good to try again. So save that new model. And then re-export that. Export.glb. So everything's still the same. Change the folder. Export that and then go back to your browser. And what we want to do now is change back to Ethereum network so we can swap out the file. Edit. And then this white pencil here, we can change out the model. So if you click that, you can select our new file. And we can give that a go. Give that some time to load in. It seems to be a bit slow today, but my internet's not the best. Sometimes if it takes too long, it just needs refreshing and then trying again. Sometimes the page gets a bit caught up when you're swapping between networks. It can get confused, I guess. So give it a refresh and then try again. White pencil, browse, new file. Same options as before. And save. There we go. Now if we go back to the tab that we were on and you change back to the Go Early Test Network, and when we give that page a refresh, it should load everything back in with the new models. Here we are with the test again. So open up the inventory. Give it a second to load and then select it. So it's still clipping a bit on these trousers, but test the rest.
Can't see.
This is starting to look better. Still needs to be brought out a bit more. Let's try some more.
Nice.
Yeah, it just seems the back needs to be brought out a bit more still. So let's go ahead and do that and then bring in the new model. There we go, save that, export that, and let's try that one. Can overwrite over the old file. Here we are again. So open inventory, put the shoes back on.
Sick.
Like we're still clipping with these pajamas. They are one of the widest trousers there, so let's check with the others. Tiny bit of clipping left on that right shoe there, so that's going to need fixing.
Sweet.
So before you click done, always make sure your avatar's still wearing the wearable. If it's not, you just got to reload it back in like this. And click done. Yeah, again, side and back. Let's do that last adjustment, it should be. Let's give them a go. So save, export, Go over here, change back to Ethereum network. Refresh the page. And load in the new model. As you can see, it's quite a tedious process. You have a lot of back and forth and waiting for the testnet to load and all that, but it needs to be done to get the models working perfectly and as expected, you know. So it's just part of the job. So now we can go back to Go Early network and give that a refresh. There it is. Looking a lot better now. So try it with the cargo pants.
Nice. Fancy.
So I clipped with that one and these ones. So we're just clipping with two now, I think. These ones too. So I think if we just bring the tongues out one tiny fraction more, and then it's only going to be clipping with two of the males and I think none of the female, and I think that should suffice. It's just so a little bit of leeway, just because it's gonna, if you have to fit everything to those pajama bottoms, every shoe that you make is going to be really big and chunky. Maybe you don't want that. So as long as your models work with most of the trousers, then you're good to go. Oh, sweet. So I'm just going to pull those tongues out. That should be the last adjustment, the actual last one this time. So let's go. Let's save, export again. Over here. Back to Ethereum mainnet. Give the page a refresh. Slight bit of clipping on these ones, but that's the only model in the female, and it should be that should only be clipping with one of the male ones now as well, maybe two, but we'll see. So we'll go over back into Go Early testnet, give that a refresh. So you can see it's still clipping on the pajama bottoms. Everything else is fine there. So there's the yoga pants on the female and the pajama bottoms on the male are the two largest ones at the bottom, so they're the ones you'll struggle with most. Yeah, as long as it works with most of them, that should be fine with most curators. If they mention that it clips with a few, just point out the fact that it works with most, and it's just that one. That would affect the shape of the wearable massively to get it to not clip. And you should be fine. So that's how to test our wearables. It's a bit tedious, but wait till we come to weight testing and it's even more tedious. It's all fun of the game, you know. But yeah, that's how to test your wearables in game, and next we're going to be publishing them. So I'll catch you in the next one.